Hello friends and followers. Here's a typical Collins 30L1 linear amplifier, which I bought off eBay to use with my 7300 that my brother got me. Anyway, yeah, you can tell things are a mess around here. Various projects in process. So this amp's been hanging around here for about a week. So the guy that sold it to me said it's blowing fuses, which he was running it on 220 apparently. So when you look at the boards, here's the capacitor board I pulled out, and it's really old, disgusting, and crusty. So I didn't even want to deal with it. I thought about replacing the capacitors in it, but didn't bother. Here's the diode board. You can tell somebody was mucking around with it. So instead of getting involved in all that mess, there's a guy called Electrical Engineer EE or something or other on eBay, and you can buy these boards for about $73 shipped, which this makes a lot more sense to me than fighting with the old board. So this is compact. So to put that board in, you take off 10 billion wires. The diode board was installed here. You pull that out. Capacitor board was installed on the other side. You just pull it out and you start figuring out what the wires do. So that's about where I'm at. These two wires here, it's called red and yellow. Those are probably 1500 volts from the transformer, the high voltage. Those plug into this little card where it's labeled nicely. He did a good job on it. So you'll want to plug those into the board here. The guy gives a bunch of notes too. But as usual, this stuff is cagey to follow at best. So yeah, you connect the transformer here and here. Probably doesn't matter what color it is because the transformer is a transformer, but AC is AC. But anyway, he does also give a bunch of instructions here. So I'm kind of going through these, but I didn't follow them exactly. He's talking about taking the boards out. Yeah, I ripped out the boards. I just didn't want to screw around with this stuff too much. And he's got a third page here even, so he has good instructions. We'll see how they work out. And there's the board. So yeah, it mounts with the capacitors down, as it should. So the first thing you do is take the boards out, and then there's little studs here for the diode board. Just put those studs back in and put these extenders back on the top, so you can put the board right smack on top here. And that's all I'm going to do. So I'm just going to run this transformer wire through here and attach it to the board and start attaching wires and see if it'll fire up. So that's where I'm at on this turkey. I still got to convert it to 110 volts from 230. It's still wired for 230 right now, so I got to move this wire to here and one to here. Just cut that and go, and that's all I do for 125 volts. Should replace this little guy here too. It's probably for the bias, I would think. And give it a try. Just looking around here to see how scary it really is. I've had two of these amplifiers before, and I don't know, I just get a wild hair up my you-know-what, and I decide to sell everything. But this is good for talking on AM on the 7300 my brother got me, so I guess I'm gonna maybe not be so hasty selling this amplifier. It might turn out well, it might not. It has some pretty ugly tubes I got with it. One of them, they're 811s. One of them had like even a bad cap, so I soldered the cap back on the top, the plate cap on the tube. So yeah, hopefully those will work out. This thing came with a meter disconnected, so weird, floating around. So I wonder if somebody thought about fixing it but gave up. I don't know. All right, that's my status on this thing. We'll see if I can get it to produce 2,000 volts or so on the meter, and if that works, put the tubes in and see if it'll do anything. I still want to clean the band switch too. Band switch is here. Where is it? Band switch is here on top. So band switch is over there for the finals, and it goes back here. So I guess I'll take the back of it apart and try and clean the band switch before I fire it up. That's best practice. At least clean the front end of it for the finals and make sure that's cleaned up. You don't want that arcing and burning out your switch. And check all this stuff for good solder and no shorts. You can just ohm out this stuff and see if it's shorted or not. I don't have any oil for the fan, but I should get some oil for it, oil the fan. Anyway, that's it. Collins 3001 amplifier. Again, yeah, to go to 110, you want it. This is wired for 220, so note those connections for 220. That's the correct 220 wiring. And for 110, you would just cut this wire, or for 125 volts, cut the wire and put one there, and put a wire from here to here. So cross the two endpoints. Ignore this one, cross the two ends, and that's how you wire it for 125 volts. All right, thanks for watching. Wish me luck. Have a great day.